And here is what we have on today's recipe on donut. This is our flour. We have here lukewarm water. It's not too hot and not too cold. That is what we call lukewarm water. This is our flour. The flour is just there in case you'll be needing it. It's just for reservation. Here is our sugar. This is our milk. The milk is optional, it's not a must. This is butter. This is our yeast. We have here egg. This is our salt to taste, and this is nutmeg. So let's get started. And we start by adding our butter to our flour. Yes. Oops, we still have more left, so I'm just going to scrape this out. Yes. Then I'll begin to mash together. We're going to keep mashing this till you find out that it's already having a different color entirely. So what are we doing next? We're going to add our nutmeg. This is our nutmeg. I'm adding this and my salt. Then I'll mash again. So you can see now that it's already having a different color. This is it. And it's kind of moldy. So I'm just going to make a hole now and add my egg. This is my egg. And I'll mix it together again. Yes, you can see the texture now. This is it. I'll still keep on mashing. So after this, what's next? This is our next stage. We'll be adding our yeast into our lukewarm water. After adding this, you add your milk. Remember guys, milk is optional. And I'll add my sugar. Then I begin to mix. Stir gently. Until the yeast dissolves. So I'm just going to make a hole and transfer it. Then I begin to mix together. Doing this now, you can discover that the water is too much. The water here is too much, so that is why we have extra flour here. So I'm going to be adding this to it. So when you find out that the water in your batter is too much, don't be scared. You can actually add little flour to it. This is not enough. I'll be adding extra. Yeah, you can see now it's no more watery. It's already getting thick. I'm just going to clear my table now so we could get to the next process. So in this stage, this is what we will be using. This is a rolling pin. This is a donut cutter. You can see this flour. We'll be using this later. And now we just have to take this out from this bowl and begin to knead together. You can see the difference now. This was not how it looked when we were doing it at the beginning. So let's start. So I just have to clear this a little bit. Then I'll be adding flour to the table, and I'll bring out my batter. I'll bring out my batter and start kneading. This process we are doing now is called kneading. So this thing is sticking to my hand. I'll just have to add another flour and continue kneading again. You can see it's still sticking to my hands, so I'll take another flour and add to it and continue kneading. Another one. And this is it. You can see that it's very soft and it's no more sticking to my hand. So let's get to the next stage. So this is the next stage. You'll be taking some flour and add to the table. Same thing applies to our rolling stick. We add flour to the rolling stick so it doesn't get to stick with the batter. Then we begin to roll gently. You have to be taking this up all the time so it doesn't stick with the table. Yes, allow this to be thick, not too flat. Then remember, we still have some flour left here. We'll be taking our donut cutter and we'll rub it together with the flour so our donut will come out perfectly. And this, you can see. So how are you going to remove this from the center? It's very simple. This is it. So let's bring our tray to put this in. So this is our tray. We'll be adding flour to the tray. Yes, so the donut doesn't stick to it. I'm just going to transfer it to this tray direct. Then we do another cutting. Remember how we did it in the first place? Then we press it together. This is it. Then we bring it to the tray. Then we go back again. Same thing applies here. You can see it. Then we transfer. Still on this, we are progressing. Yes, we are progressing. So we'll be taking these donuts under the sun. It's either you cover this under the sun or you put it inside the oven for it to preheat a little bit. So but for me, I'm not using the oven tactics. I'll be taking this to the sun. Yes, this is the actual results that we are looking for. Remember that when we were doing this at the beginning, it wasn't like this, but after bringing it out from the sun, the donut is already rising already. You can see it's now bigger than the usual. this wasn't how it is when we were cutting it out. It was not big like this. So it's time to fry. Yes, so we are going to start frying now.